Welcome to part 1 of the Beginner's Guide to Pokémon Masters EX. In this guide we will be covering the base gameplay mechanics, gauges, sync countdown, sync moves, sync pair roles, and team building. In Pokémon Masters EX, you'll team up with sync pairs, each consisting of a trainer and their partner Pokémon. The game features real-time battles where you'll face off against other sync pairs in 3-on-3 battles. Each sync pair has its own set of moves, including damaging attacks, status moves, and support moves. Understanding your sync pair's moves is essential for victory. Unlike the main Pokémon game series, Pokémon in Masters EX only have one weakness to simplify the flow of the game. Using moves that are the same type as a Pokémon's weakness deals double damage or is super effective, but you also can use moves of a different type to deal off-type damage, though doing so will not get the double damage bonus. Luckily, some sync pairs have their own multipliers, which will be covered in a separate video. Along with the super effective multiplier, there also is critical hits or crit, which deals 50% more damage when a crit is dealt. Each move has a set number of gauges that are consumed when that move is activated. At the bottom of the screen you can see the gauge bar, which recovers over time. The speed of the recover can be increased with some moves and also be influenced by the team's speed. Sync move countdown is a core part of Masters EX. It is located at the center of each Pokémon's move UI. Each time a move is used, with some exceptions, the sync move countdown decreases by 1. At the start of each match the sync move count starts at 9, meaning after 3 turn cycles a sync move can be performed. When the sync move countdown reaches 0, a sync move can be used. Once used, the animation will play through and afterward a sync buff will be applied. Sync buffs add up with each sync move used, increasing the damage being output by the team's Pokémon. In Pokémon Masters EX, Striker sync pairs are primarily focused on dealing damage to opponents. They typically have high offensive stats and are capable of delivering powerful attacks. Strikers are essential for quickly defeating opponents in battles, especially in events like the Battle Rally or Legendary Arena. These sync pairs often have powerful moves and abilities that make them key members of many players' teams. The con to strikers is these pairs typically have low defensive stats, which is the trade-off for such high damage. The damage is divided into 2 types: physical and special, which can be viewed by long pressing a move and checking its category. This Pikachu is a special damage dealer, where Scolipede deals physical damage instead. In battles, knowing which damage type is more effective can make or break whether the battle will end in victory or defeat. Strikers also have their trainer moves, which vary between sync pairs. Pikachu has Jumpstart, increasing its special attack by 2 and its speed by 1. This trainer move is able to be used twice. It also has potions allowing 40% in health recovery. Strikers typically can boost their own attacking stats but may need help boosting them the rest of the way or boosting their defensive stats. So adding in a support to cover a striker's downsides is beneficial. Support sync pairs are those focused on enhancing the abilities and stats of their allies rather than dealing direct damage themselves. These support sync pairs often have moves or passive abilities that buff their teammates, debuff opponents, or provide healing and other utility during battles. They are the team's tank, typically being the first target taking on the majority of dealt damage. Having high defensive and HP stats but lower attacking stats, they help to keep their teammates from taking damage. Always look at what the team such as the striker needs so that the support is the best match for the chosen situation. Carbink is a great example as a support. It is able to raise both defensive stats to the entire team with no introduction needed, and also apply gradual healing to the team with X Regen All. With gradual healing, each move a sync pair uses, a fraction of health will be recovered. In Carbink's case, it have 3 non-damaging moves, with the third being Protect, which allows 1 turn of damage nullification. Lastly, it has the damaging move Smackdown. Only costing 1 gauge, it doesn't deal a lot of damage, but it saves gauges for its teammates and helps move the sync move countdown along. Lastly, there is Tech sync pairs, are those focused on disrupting opponents, inflicting status conditions, or providing strategic utility in battles. These sync pairs often have moves or abilities that specialize in debuffing enemies, controlling the battlefield, or applying unique effects. Having a more balanced stat distribution, techs are a kind of hybrid of the support and striker sync pairs. Tech sync pairs are able to deal decent DPS, but where they shine is their sync move damage. Just like picking the right support for the team's situation, making sure the tech sync pair used matches the overall team needs and goals are crucial. Looking at Electrode, it has X speed, which buff its own speed, allowing for faster move gauge recovery. Additionally, its trainer move A Surge of Power raises Electrode's special attack and evasiveness by 2, being able to be used twice. Its last non-damaging move is Eerie Impulse, causing the opponent's special attack to be lowered by 2, helping the support take less damage at a time. Finally, Electrode can deal damage with its 2-gauge Thunderbolt, helping the striker defeat the opponent. These are the core 3 sync pair roles in Pokemon Masters EX. There are an additional 2 which will be covered in a later video. Making sure each sync pair synchronizes with each other is the most important part of team building, as well as being able to progress in Pokemon Master EX. Here is an example of a team utilizing each of the 3 sync roles, using each pair that was covered. Now, with a new understanding of the game, here is gameplay footage of these pairs in action.
All right, let's do this! Here I come! Here we go!
Let's go! I'm going all out!
Strike now!
I'm going all out!
Take that! Strike now!
I'm going all out! Fight!
Hit him hard!
I won't hold back!
Leave it to me!
You've got a certain level of polish. Here we go!
Here we come! How could this happen? Hit him hard! What can we learn from this?
Go! Do your best!
Thank you for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe. Also keep a lookout for part 2 of the guide, which will cover the other 2 roles and go deeper into the gameplay mechanics. If there is any questions, feel free to leave a comment.